Hello again, all you fine-looking, fun-loving, furry, freaky friends of recovery, my brothers and sisters. Welcome back to our humble blog. We're attempting to create a safe place where people can reach out to each other, share their experience, strength, and hope, ask questions, whatever they choose to do. If you're just visiting us for the first time, feel free to post whatever it is you wish to post. As long as it's done in a respectful manner, it will be put up on the blog. And for those of us, or for those of you rather, that are coming back, don't you think it's about time you came out of the shadows, maybe reached out to others and tried to help? You know, this is just a suggestion, but we all know what happens when we follow the suggestions given us in the 12 steps of recovery. Today we're examining the principle behind step 10, which reads, continue to take personal inventory, and when we were wrong, promptly admitted it. And the principle behind this step is self-discipline. Now don't go running and screaming off in panic. It's not as bad as it seems. I have never had self-discipline. So how can I expect to have something I've never had right off the bat? I, in my using and drinking, was steeped in instant gratification. You know, Freddy Mercury syndrome. I want it all and I want it now. I never made myself wait for anything in my life until I came into recovery. I knew nothing of self-discipline, but I knew a lot about disciplining others. I would throw a tantrum like a 2-year-old, stomp my feet, act in angry manner, browbeat, emotionally bully, physically bully, whatever I needed to do to get what I wanted. This is known as the king or queen baby syndrome. I never forced myself to think of others. I only thought about myself. Most of my life was spent like this, so I had to practice self-discipline before I even had any idea what it was. So in step 10, we look back, or we look at ourselves on a daily basis, like we did in step 4, because our behaviors caused most of the self-harm that we looked at in step 4, in how we harmed others. Our inability to control our urges created great harm. So what we do is like a mini step 4 on a daily basis. And the important part is daily. Don't sell yourself short. Don't start this and in a week's time say, well, I've given it a week and nothing's changed, so it's not working. We get to practice patience. Or, I've never finished anything in my life, so why should I try and start now? Give yourself a break. They say that it takes 21 days to develop a habit. Well, we addicts and alcoholics know that it takes a lot less. But what I want to suggest to you is that you give it 42 days of continuous practice at sitting it down at the end of the day and examining your day and seeing if there's any place where your behavior or your attitude has harmed another. And if you discover, you immediately make amends. If you miss a day, you start at the beginning again until you complete 42 days of continuous mini step 4s. And by that time, it'll be something that you do automatically. I also suggest page 68 in the Big Book of Alcoholics Anonymous. It's been a great help to me, and especially the chapters that open up when we retire and on awakening, as just a guide on what to do on a daily basis. Some of the things to do on a daily basis. I have set readings, and I hit my knees first thing in the morning and last thing at night, and but this is not about me, this is about you. All I'm giving you a suggestion. You have got to first make the decision, but here's a question. 4 frogs sitting on a log, one makes a decision to jump, how many frogs are left? 4. Because all he did was make a decision. You've got to take action, which is the first night you sit down and go over your day. This disease is a terrible disease. And in my immediate community alone, we have lost 8 in the last week. Mostly addicts, because of this fentanyl that is out in the community. With all my heart, I urge you, brothers and sisters, be careful. Do what you're going to do, but be careful. Instead of reaching out for that, even the joint, because they're spraying it on pot now, reach out for another addict. Because together we can do what we cannot do alone. Stay close to each other. Keep lots of phone numbers handy. Because one pill can kill. And out there now, you never know what's on or in what you're buying. From that murdering bastard they call the dealer. Also, on a lighter note, the wife and I have been kicking around the idea of doing a end of the month shout out to those that have significant dates in their recovery. And we'd like to get your feedback on what you think about it. But this is the first attempt. The hair is down because a friend of mine, a dear friend of mine, likes it that way. So this one's for you, Irene. Congratulations on 3 years, continuous, clean and sober. That is a huge, huge achievement. We love you dearly, and we would like to see you stay around for as long as Creator allows you to walk this plane. So it is with my deepest prayer that I hope we all walk together, hand in hand, with each other and with our higher power, until the next time we meet. Shalom.